Okay, so here we are for round one. This hand looks fine. We've got our signature card. We even have the combo. And let's see if we can get it to work. Now the nice thing about this is that once we get our combo online, we could even give it lifelink to start gaining the life back. That being said, I think it's still worth blocking here because there's so many different Bloodthirst cards you could have, and we just don't want to get behind. So hopefully it doesn't have Gorhorn Minotaurs here. And okay, I guess I just called it. That's unfortunate. All right. So basically now we just want to get some way to deal with this card. So okay, what's the play here? We can drop the Bank Chuckers. The next turn we'll have 4 mana, which is enough for the War Paint. Or we could even go like Manalith into War Paint. So, I mean, we'll be taking a decent amount of damage, but, we can then hopefully have enough time to get the combo going. Alright, so now, let's see, we've got 5 mana. We could just try to Chandra's Outrage it and kill it outright, but I want to have the combo. I mean, if he has removal, we could be just done here, but what might be correct is to drop double War Paint, be able to block it, keep it away, and then kill the Child of Night. If he has the removal, we are just done. So this is worth considering. Otherwise, we could drop either Manalith, have 3 mana, drop the War Paint, take another 5, go to 9, and then the next turn be able to drop Lightning Elemental to chump and then shoot it. So, I mean, otherwise, we could have like the Chandra's Outrage plus this guy for that next turn. I think that both options are viable, but I think what we need to do is we need to War Paint once to see what he does. If he doesn't have the Doomblade, I mean, because if he has Doomblade, he's gonna do it now, or Sorin's Thirst or something. Okay, so he doesn't have the Doomblade. So with that in mind, I think I'm just going to Manalith and then play the second War Paint, or I'm sorry, not play the second War Paint, but have this set up for next turn. We could have played the second War Paint, might have been correct. In fact, yeah, it was probably actually correct to play the second War Paint there, just so we could block the 5/5. Because now we'll be like in range of. Okay, so that's definitely not happening. Okay, and unfortunately, there it would have been a lot better if we had waited so we could block it potentially. Yeah, that was most likely a misplay. Okay. Alright, so now, what is the play? We can drop Lightning Elemental. and then drop Warpaint. Or we can just drop Warpaint, block this guy, and then have Chandra's Outrage in case the effect doesn't work. Yeah, I think having the Chandra's Outrage is a little better here. So I think we just Warpaint, block his guy, try to kill it. If it doesn't work, then we Outrage it. The next turn drop Sarah Angel. Problem is now if he has Incinerate, we just die. So still a little bit new to this strategy. A few misplays here, unfortunately, but we will try. This way we get the free kill on the Gorehorn Minotaurs. Because he thinks he's winning right now, so. I mean, if he has the shock, he still gets us, but. Alright, so we did win the flip this time. Now the question is, do we outrage his guy to prevent ourselves from being shocked out of the game? We're at low enough life that I think we have to here. Because, you know, like we have Sarah Angel for next turn. We just want to turn off cards that can just kill us outright. You know, especially since shock is a common, and you know, he's got 6 packs worth, so he's obviously playing red for a reason. Very, very likely he could have shock somewhere in his deck. Okay, so now we can just drop Sarah Angel. You know, feel free to bash, and the next turn add Lightning Elemental to the mix. And at this point, we just want to start making, you know, pretty quick attacks. So he's got the skeleton, and that's fine. You know, so I mean, we can still attack safely here. You know, we just want to get in the damage so that we're not just losing. Like otherwise, we could shoot his guy into turn and then, you know, attack with Lightning Elemental. I mean, we could have attacked with Elemental this turn. That might have been better than playing Sarah Angel, but I mean, it's about the same. I'd rather have the Sarah Angel in play. Okay, so now we can play Lightning Elemental, Divine Favorite, and then, you know, start bashing in. But he's got the skeleton, so I'd rather just Divine Favor the Sarah Angel here, actually. And we really need the life here, so I mean, it goes a long way to pulling this one down. Okay, so he's got Sengir Vampire, that's fine. And like now at this point, we can either shoot him, get him down to 9, so get him on a 2-turn clock, or we can try to kill his assembling skeleton so we can push Elemental through. I think I like pushing the Elemental through. Okay, so there's Elementals coming to the party now. And another Divine Favor is exactly what we want to see here. Because this way we can just drop Elemental, you know, attack with everything. He has to block. Okay, and we got the game. So there, a few very key misplays early in the game. Still pulled it out. I really like the bank checker combo. I think this could go far. We'll see. So against red black, what are we bringing in? We, I think that Pride Guardian is going to go a long way, just trying to stay alive in that early part of the game. Wall of Torches we might bring in. So otherwise, Elixir of Immortality I think is going to be pretty necessary just to get our, recycle our combo. What are some cards we could take out here? Probably can cut a Manalith just because, he's very aggressive. Lightning Elemental is fine, but I think does less work in this deck, just due to the fact that he's got, so many small, cheap guys. I mean, yes, it does trade its Anger Vampire, but, at the same time, not sure exactly if that's... Well, it might be better than Active Treason here. It's hard to say. I mean, we've got some nice late game. If we can get that online and then Active Treason his flyer, I mean, that could be big game. What else do we want? So now we're at 40. I think we might just honestly cut Active Treason, just go full defense, bring in the Wall Torches, have a nice early game, and then, just try to get our combo online, try to gain some life. Yeah, so let's try this. I think one of the things that, is very important when you're sideboarding is to consider, which deck is going to be the aggressor, which deck is going to be the defensive deck. And, we are definitely not the offensive deck against red-black. So with that in mind, bringing in cards like Wall of Torches, Pride Guardian, Elixir, is very important. It goes a long way to, keeping us in this game. This hand is just fine. So hopefully we will see a white source, but if not, maybe another red. So I mean, at this point, like, he could drop Blood Ogre, but I'm more worried about, his I'm more worried about his turn 4 Minotaur's play. So here I'm okay dropping the Pegasus. Alright, so he did have the Blood Ogre, which is a little bit unfortunate. Okay. I suppose that maybe it was better to play the Piker there and block. So, I mean, at this point, we don't want him to go into Minotaurs, but we have the pacifism for the Minotaurs. The play here is probably, honestly, just to drop Divine Favor. Yeah, I think if we Divine Favor our Stormfront Pegasus, then it's a 3/4. We can stop his Blood Ogre. Because we're not racing right now. Otherwise, we just bash for 2, drop the Piker, see what he does. I mean, here's the problem. The problem is he's first strike. So I think maybe it's better to drop the Piker, bash in, take the 3, pacify his Gorehorn Minotaurs. Because if he has any kind of trick, he just blows us out if we block with a 3/4. Like, that's why this card is so good. It's because it's first strike. And it's a royal pain in the ass. Okay. So now we just drop Piker. Try to race a little bit. So in retrospect, it would have been better to block with the Piker. We hadn't seen a Blood Ogre yet, but it's certainly a possibility. I mean, he could have played like a like a Blood Rage vampire. But if he played that, we wouldn't care because we just play the Piker and block it. So, now we know he's got a Blood Rage or a Blood Ogre, and we are definitely trading here. We just want to get his guys off the table. Let's see, are we trading? So we take 4, we go to 15. We play favor, we go to 18. Bash him for 4, he goes to 14. Like Chandra's outrage his guy. I don't know about that actually. Maybe we are not trading here. Yeah, I think we actually are trading. I want to get this guy off the table. I still think that we win the long game, so we can, end up drawing a few other cards here. Like we have the Chandra's Outrage for this guy. We've got the pacifism for the Gorehorn. Or the Vampire Outcasts. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so now I'm glad that I traded because, I mean, I think we want to just try to survive here. Like, we're just... What we could do here... Okay, what we could do here is, instead of just outrage this guy, we could just play a Manolith and then pacify it, and then, if we draw the land, we can have Volcanic Dragon and then just keep bashing. That might be a little bit of a better play. Yeah, I think I like that a little bit more. Alright, so we pacify this guy, and then just bash in. Okay, there's the skeleton. And the scepter. Okay, sure. Okay, and Sarah Angel works. I will accept that. So now, I mean, if he bashes with Blood Ogre, we definitely do not block. Yuck. Okay, I guess that works. So I guess now we're just racing. So if we draw land here, I think instead of playing Volcanic Dragon, we outrage his Blood Ogre and Divine Favor, because we're so low on life. Obviously, if we don't draw land, we just outrage. Okay, then that's fine. So yeah, just in case he draws another fling, we want to just make sure that it dies. So we're going to go ahead and outrage it right now. If he has a Lava Axe, we're just done. Tutor, okay, probably tutoring for Lava Axe. So with the play he just made there, like even if we drew a land, we would have to Divine Favor, because there's a very, very good chance he has a Lava Axe somewhere in his deck, and we can't take that chance, so we have to play around it. So like now, next turn, we really hope to draw a land and just close the game out. Because he gets us to 1. Yep, there's the Lava Axe. Or the Inferno Titan, sure. Okay, there's the land. Luckily, we top decked the land, and that's the game right there. To do exactly 7 to win the game. Okay, so we'll see you for